Now we are going to discuss about maintenance of pregnancy and embryonic development. How embryo it is developing inside the uterus. How we are that a female it is maintaining the pregnancy. That process we are going to discuss now. So what we have seen first, this blastula, they can enter inside. More than 16 cell stage of blastula, they can enter inside the uterine wall. Okay, so after immediate entering into the uterine wall, this inner mass of a blastula, they can differentiated into the abiblast and hypoblast. Okay, abiblast is the development of a embryonic membrane, that is known as the endoderm. Then hypoblast is the endoderm and abiblast is the ectoderm. Embryonic germs layers it is developing. Then remaining cells they can produce to form the mesoderm. Okay, so after immediately the embryo they can enter inside the uterine wall implantation, then they can produce the three germs layers, primary germs layers, ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm. The abiblast they can hypoblast they can produce the endoderm, abiblast they can produce the ectoderm, remaining cells they can produce the mesoderm. Okay, so then after this development, this blastula it is change into the gastrula. So when this germs layers it is forming inside the blastocyst, in the blastula stage, that development it is known as the gastrula, gastrulation, development of the germs layers from the blastula into the gastrula. Okay, each germs layers then they can start to develop in a specific tissues, organ and organelle system. That process is known as the organogenesis. Okay, now we are discussing the embryonic development, how the embryo it is developing inside the uterus, that we are discussing. Okay, so 4 to 5 days this development, that cleavage it is occur in the fallopian tube. After implantation of the embryo it is occur. So the implantation in a blastula stage. Okay, blastocyst is the outermost covering, they can cover the blastula. Okay, then the blastula it is present in the large flattered cells are covered, then inside it is present in a small rounded, nearly 20 to 30 rounded small cells are present inside the blastula. That stage, that implantation it is occur. After immediate implantation they can produce the germs layers. Okay, blastula it is converted into the gastrula. So formation of a germs layers from the blastomere. So blastomere, the cells of the blastula is known as the blastomere. So after implantation, immediately the blastomere it is involving, the blastula it is involving in a gastrula. So gastrula, gastrulation, the formation of three germs layers, ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm. Okay, after the gastrulation, what will happen? So each this germs layers they can involving in the process of organogenesis. Organogenesis, formation of organ is known as the organogenesis. So each germs layers they can start to develop in a specific tissues, organelle systems. Okay, then other than what are the extra membranes also it is involving to maintain in a development of the embryo, that is known as the extra embryonic membrane. Definitely they are asked in a 5-mark question, this extra embryonic membranes. Okay, they are asking in a 5-mark. So what are the extra embryonic membrane? Amnion, yolk sac, allantois and chorion. These are the extra embryonic membrane. This embryonic membrane they can protect the embryo from the desiccation, other degenerate oirama. Then due to any mechanical shock, that then it is helpful to absorb the nutrients. Okay, எந்த மெக்கானிக்கல் ஷாக் மூலமா அந்த எம்பிரியோவுக்கு எந்த சேஞ்சஸும் ஏற்பட்டுறாம அது டீஜெனரேட் ஆயிராம, ஓகே, எது அதை அஃபெக்ட் பண்ணிடாம அதை ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்ணக்கூடிய லேயர் தான் என்னது எக்ஸ்ட்ரா எம்பிரியானிக் மெம்பரைன், amnion, yolk sac, allantois and chorion. Then these layers also it is helpful for the absorption of nutrients and the exchange of gases in the fetus. Then the amnion is a double layer translucent membrane filled with the amniotic fluid. Amnion. Okay, amnion it is a for what? Double layer. Okay, amnion is here for what? Double layer and translucent. உள்ளுக்குள்ளே இருக்கிறது தெளிவாக தெரியாது, ஆனால் உள்ளுக்குள்ளே இருக்கக்கூடிய ஏதோ ஒரு பிம்பம் இருக்குன்றது தெரியாது தான் translucent. So the amnion is a what a double layer translucent membrane. Then that membrane it is filled with a fluid that is known as amniotic fluid. Amniotic fluid. Then this fluid provides a buoyant environment. Buoyant என்னது மிதக்குது. இந்த எம்ப்ரியோவை இந்த ஃபீட்டஸை அந்த ஃப்ளூயிடுக்குள்ளே எப்படி இருக்கும், மிதந்துக்கிட்டே இருக்கும். It provides a buoyant environment to protect the developing embryo from injuries. அது அழகாக மிதந்துக்கிட்டே இருக்கிறதுனால தான் அந்த ஃபீமேல் எந்த பக்கம் டேர்ன் ஆனாலும் என்ன செஞ்சாலும் இந்த மெக்கானிக்கல் ஷாக் ஏற்படாமல், இதுக்கு எந்த டேமேஜும் ஏற்படாமல் அது என்ன செய்யுது, அப்படியே மிதந்துக்கிட்டே இருக்கிற மாதிரி வைக்கிது. To protect from the injuries, then it is helpful to regulate the temperature of the fetus. And it is giving the medium, in this medium the fetus they can move inside the amniotic fluid. Okay, the next one is the yolk sac. Then the yolk sac forms a part of the gut. Which one it is forming? Then the yolk sac it is forms a part of the gut and is the sources of the earliest blood cells and blood vessels. ஓகே, நம்ம ஆல்ரெடி வி நோ தட் இட் இஸ் ஏ லெசித்தால். இங்கே யோக் கிடையாது. ஓகேவா, யோக்கு தான் என்னது, சாதாரண எக்குக்கு வந்து அந்த எம்ப்ரியனுடைய டெவலப்மெண்ட்டுக்கு தேவையான நியூட்ரிஷன்ஸை கொடுக்கக்கூடியது தான் என்னது யோக் சாக். பட் ஹியர் என்ன, female egg is a alecythal egg. They don't have a yolk, but that sac it is contains in the earliest blood cells and blood vessels are present. Okay, blood cells and blood vessels are present. That is known as the yolk sac. Okay, then next one is the allantois. Allantois form a small out pocketing of the embryonic tissues at the caudal end of the yolk sac. Yolk sac nudiya end, at the tip of the end, this red color, they can produce a out pocketing. ஒரு பாக்கெட் மாதிரி ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரக்சரை ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கு allantois. It is a out pocketing. They can formed from the caudal end of the yolk sac. Yolk sac nudiya last endல இருந்து ஒரு small pocket மாதிரி இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு embryonic tissues that is known as the allantois. Okay, it is the structural base of the umbilical cord that links the embryo to the placenta. Okay, so this we are saying it is known as the for what umbilical cord, the allantois. It is forming in the outer structure of the umbilical cord. Okay, then they can helpful for the formation of the placenta. Okay, so then this umbilical cord they can link the embryo and then in a placenta. Okay, so it is forming in a, we can say this is otherwise known as the part of the urinary bladder. This which one? This allantois. Okay, the next one of the layer that is known as the chorion. So chorion is the outermost membrane. Okay, chorion is the outermost membrane. See this picture, this chorion is the outermost membrane. That membrane it is known as the chorion. Okay, then which encloses the embryo and all other membranes and also help in the formation of the placenta. What are the membranes are present? That membrane everything it is encloses with the chorion. Then the chorion it is involving in the formation of the placenta. Then this trophoblast cells in the blastocyst sent out several finger-like projections called the chorionic villi. Trophoblast cells, epiblast, hypoblast we have seen. So epiblast is the ectoderm, hypoblast is the endoderm, then remaining mass that is known as the for what, mesoderm. That cells are known as the trophoblast cells. So that trophoblast cells are present in the blastocyst. They can produce into the several finger-like projections. That several finger-like projections are known as the chorionic villi. Okay, chorion. Then this chorion they can produce in a smaller for what, chorionic finger-like projections. That finger-like projections are known as the chorionic villi. Okay, so this chorionic villi carry the fetal blood and surrounded by the sinuses that contain maternal blood. அப்படியே இது என்னது, பேரண்ட்ஸ்னுடைய பிளட் வெசல்ஸ் ஃபுல்லாக உள்ளுக்குள்ளே என்ட்ரா இருக்க மாதிரி இங்கே ஃபீட்டஸுக்கு தேவையான பிளட்டையும் அது வந்து கொடுக்கும், சரௌண்டட். Okay, then the chorionic villi and the uterine tissues form a disc shape. This chorionic villi, okay, and then this link, this is known as the uterine tissue, okay, they can help to form in the placenta. Okay, disc shaped structure, that is known as the placenta. Okay, so placenta is a temporary endocrine organ formed during the pregnancy. When it is forming during the pregnancy, and they can connect the fetus to the uterine wall. எதை கனெக்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கு, இந்த ஃபீட்டஸ்டையும் இந்த யூட்டரஸில் கூடிய வால்ஸையும் கனெக்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கு. ஓகே, த்ரூ த umbilical cord. With the help of this umbilical cord, they can connect the fetus and then in a uterine wall. This is the placenta. Placenta is a what? Endocrine tissue. Okay, then it is the organ by which the nutritive, respiratory and excretory functions are fulfilled. With the help of this placenta, what nutritive that fetus, they need the nutrition they can get through the placenta. Then in a respiration, they can exchange of the gases, they can occur. Then excretion, then this fetus they can release the waste, that waste also they can enter. Excretion, that functions fully occur with the help of this placenta. Then the embryo's heart develop during the 4th week of the pregnancy and circulate the blood through the umbilical cord. They can circulate the blood through the umbilical cord and the placenta. Okay, placenta மூலமாவும் umbilical cords மூலமாவும் blood they can enter inside the fetus. Then this through its own tissues. இந்த இருக்கக்கூடிய tissuesக்கு என்ன செய்யுது, blood வந்து circulate ஆகுது. Okay, when heart it is developing the 4th week of the pregnancy, the blood circulation it is occur with the help of this umbilical cord and then in a placenta. This own tissues fully the circulation it is occur inside the fetus. Can you understood all of you? Then this primary germs layers serves as the primitive tissues from which all body organs develop. This primary germs layers, ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm, then it is forming inside the fetal tissues. Then the tissues they can start to produce the organs. Okay, development of the organ and system and specific tissues. The ectoderm give rise to the central nervous system. So that is the brain and spinal cord. That development it is occur in the ectoderm. Okay, then the peripheral nervous system, epidermis and its derivatives, skin remaining derivatives fully. Okay, that derivatives and mammary glands it is developing. Okay, so the ectoderm gives rise to the central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, epidermis and its derivatives and mammary gland. This fully it is developed by ectoderm, one of the primary germs layer. Then the connective tissue, cartilage and bones, muscles, organs of urinogenital, urinary bladder excretion, genital reproductive organ, kidney, ureter and then gonads. That system together we are saying urinogenital. So that system development arise from the mesoderm. So connective tissues, cartilage and bones, muscles of the urinogenital system arise from the mesoderm. Okay, then the endodermal derivatives or epithelium of gastrointestinal. So gastrointestinal, never alimentary canal system. So alimentary canal system, respiratory tract, liver, pancreas, thyroid, parathyroid, these glands, these organs fully it is developed from what? Endoderms. Okay, so that ectoderm and endoderm and mesoderm. So what are the derivatives of these germs layers we have seen? Okay, ectoderm, brain, spinal cord, central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, epidermis and its derivatives, mammary gland. Then mesoderm, connective tissues, cartilage, bones and muscles, organ of urinogenital system developed from mesoderm. And then gastrointestinal tract, respiratory tract, liver, pancreas, thyroid, parathyroid, they can develop from the endoderm. So different organ and organ system it is developed from the primary germinal layers. Okay, then the human pregnancy lasts for about 280 days or 40 weeks. Okay, so the pregnancy it is maintained 280 days or in a total 40 weeks and it is called a gestation period. So the fetus they can develop inside the uterus, that period it is known as the gestation period. That period it is present only 280 days or in a 40 weeks. It can be divided for convenience. Then these days it is divided into 3 months, three months. Trimester of 3 months we have divided in our convenience to identify. So the first trimester na 3 months. So first 3 months is the main period of organogenesis. So 1 to 3 months, what will happen? The embryo, they can involving in the process of organogenesis. All the 3 germ layers they can develop. Then each germ layers also they can develop the different organs, body organs, heart, limbs, lungs, liver, external genital organs, everything they can develop first 3 months. Then second trimester, phase, then the structure, eyelids, okay, eyelids, eyelashes, eye blank, body it is covered with a fine hair, muscle tissues and bones, everything is developed in the second trimester. And the fetus fully it is developed, it is ready to delivery by the end of the 9th month. The third trimester it is ready, the baby it is ready to deliver. So in our convenience we have divided into 3 trimester. First 3 what? Organogenesis. Second 3 the developmental they can occur, face, eyelashes, eyelings, body it is covered with the skin, hair, muscle tissues, bones, everything the development it is occurred what? 4 to 6 months. Then after then the maturation it is occur, fetus fully they can develop. Then next 3 months, 7 to 9 months. So the end of the month of 9 was the baby it is ready to deliver. Okay. Then during the pregnancy, then the placenta it is acting as a temporary endocrine gland. Endocrine they can produce the hormones, they can produce a large quantities of human chorionic gonadotropin hormone, human chorionic somatomammographine or human placental lactogen, estrogen and progesterone hormone. This hormone it is developing through the placenta. It is essential for the normal pregnancy, to maintain in a normal pregnancy. Then a hormone called relaxin, that hormone also it is secreted during the later phase of pregnancy. At the end of the 9th month they can secrete the hormone relaxin. So the relaxin it is helpful in the relaxation of the pelvic ligaments at the time of parturition delivery, the childbirth, that process is known as the partition. Okay, then these hormones are secreting. Then it should be noted that human chorionic gonadotropin, human placental lactogen and relaxin are produced only during the pregnancy. These 3 hormones they can produce only the pregnancy time. In addition, during pregnancy the level of other hormones also, estrogen, progesterone, cortisol, prolactin, thyroxine, these hormones also it is secreted. It increases in several folds in the maternal blood. இது என்ன செய்யுது? இந்த மெட்டர்னல் பிளட்னுடைய சர்க்குலேஷன்ஸுக்கு யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்குது. ஸோ தீஸ் ஹார்மோன்ஸ் ஆர் எசென்சியல் ஃபார் சப்போர்ட்டிங் fetal growth. Which hormone? Estrogen, progesterone, cortisol, prolactin, thyroxine. These hormones also essential for the supporting of the fetal growth. So last year we have discussed now endocrine system, endocrine glands. What are the hormone? Which hormone it is secreting? Which endocrine gland? Everything we have discussed in last year. Okay, so these hormones are pregnancy hormone. It is helpful to maintain the pregnancy. Then these hormone they can support the growth of the fetus. Okay, can you understood up to this? What? Fertilization, implantation and main functions of the extra embryonic membranes we have discussed. Then this, do you know, they will ask this one in one more question. The female uterus is normally about 2 to 3 inches only long. Then the 3 inches long and 2 inches wide, but can expand 20 times. இதில் 20 மடங்கு 3 into 20, 2 into 20, அந்த மடங்கு என்ன ஆகுது? They can expand its size during the pregnancy. After delivery, it came into the original size. Okay, can you understood all of you? Fertilization, implantation and then in a maintenance of the pregnancy. Then embryonic development, everything. Okay, I think have you understood all of you? So enough for this class. You must study thorough this everything. You must practice the diagrams also. Study all the questions. Okay, from these 2 pages what I thought today, that fully do you want to study. Okay, thank you students.